Access to affordable health care can be complex. The disadvantaged, the vulnerable, often find the path too complicated, too overwhelming. Many in need remain unaware of their options, unaware that affordable health care is within their grasp.
I came here with a 5-year-old daughter and $92 in my pocket and didn't have any health insurance and really didn't know where to go. And I was scared to death because I didn't have a job, and if my daughter became ill, or I did, that I have no idea what I would have done at that time. So I decided way back then that if I ever had any opportunity to give back to the community, especially to women and children, that I wanted to do this.
Established in 2003, the Keogh Health Foundation assists Arizona's at-risk population to secure affordable health care during times of personal crisis. While we serve anyone in need, our primary focus is to help women and their children who are striving for self-sufficiency. We act as a bridge between affordable health care and nonprofit groups that reach people in need. Since our inception, within the state of Arizona, we have screened more than 43,000 men, women, and children for needed health care.
One of our partnering agencies came to me and said, would you help us get some health insurance for some of the women that were in a homeless shelter? And we said, sure, we can do that. So when we dove into it a little bit, we realized that a lot of times when they're in a homeless shelter, they either have health issues or they've gotten in a little bit of trouble, and they were, for the most part, uninsurable.
Being unable to afford health insurance, however, does not translate into helplessness. Numerous programs exist to help people in need, and the Keogh Health Foundation works to identify these programs and to help simplify their enrollment.
The more I worked with the partnering agencies, the more our whole board realized that nobody really knows about all the services that are out there.
We sponsor Health eArizona, an all-in-one software program that enables our partner agencies to easily identify healthcare options and speed up the enrollment processes. And we help families pay medical expenses until they are in position to begin paying themselves. One such case came from the Boys and Girls Club of Metropolitan Phoenix.
What I remember about AJ is him playing billiards, him playing pool every single day at the club. And he had one eye. He was blind to one eye. He had an empty socket.
I was 7 years old, and my cousin had carved a bow and arrow off a tree, and then...
So you guys were kind of playing like Indian, and he carved a bow and arrow.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
And then he started pointing it at me. So I ran and went by a wall and started jumping up and down, and then he let it go and it hit my eye.
The Keogh Health Foundation helped AJ and his family with his eye issue. They were absolutely instrumental in making sure, cutting through all the tape and the several surgeries and being there for AJ and his family.
All right, so AJ, you had this surgery and now you look like $1 million, and you're feeling pretty good, right?
Yes.
So I would imagine you have something to say to the Keogh Health Foundation and to the Boys and Girls Clubs of Metropolitan Phoenix. What would you want to say to them today?
Thank you.
There are about 260,000 plus children that do not have health care in the state of Arizona. And of those, almost 200,000 that are actually eligible for kids care and just don't know how to get kids care or don't know that they're eligible for kids care. And kids care is basically a form of access, and they pretty much pay for anything that goes wrong in a child's life. My hope for the future is that every person in Arizona has access to affordable health care, and every child, and we are no longer in business.
A tragic story takes place every day in Arizona. Not because help isn't available, but because access to help can be too buried in bureaucracy. Until the road is made easier and the path is made clear, we at the Keogh Health Foundation will continue with our mission. Do a little. It means a lot.
It's interesting because a long time ago I always wanted to do more. I know a lot of people in this community that do an awful lot. Some of the people I know want to give more money, they want to do more, they want to have more time to do this. And over the years I found if you just do one little tiny thing, if everybody just did one little good thing, if you will, or charitable thing, it would make a big difference. So if everybody just helped one family with their health care, or one person that you know of that is in need of a home or some resume help or just a little kind word, I think this would be a lot nicer place to live.